Okay, hello everybody. Today we're here in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 in the Cessna 152. We have a 47 nautical mile flight from Burbank, Bravo Uniform Romeo, to Corona Alpha Juliet Oscar. In our last flight, we used the mini route to fly through the south side of the LA Bravo. Today, we will remain clear of the Bravo, flying on the north side, using pilotage to navigate the complex airspaces between Burbank and Corona. It should be an awesome flight, so let's hop into the pilot seat and get started. We're here with Monica as always, and we are parked here at Millionaire at Burbank. So we'll open up the window, let in a little bit of air. Next we'll head down here, check that the parking brake is set, the switches are off, magnetos are off, our throttle is to idle, mixture is to cut off. Now we'll head down here and set the trim to takeoff. I do have a trim wheel on my flight stick, so it's always important to do this to sync the two up and avoid a surprise jump in the trim setting during takeoff. Let's see if we could find that little notch there to set the takeoff position. There we go, down a little bit. Alright, that looks good. We'll head down here, get the fuel selector on. Check that the prop area is clear, and it is. We'll head down here and get the battery and master on. Check fuel tank left, right. We've got full fuel tanks, which is perfect for our flight. Get the mixture in, get the throttle cracked. Feet on the brakes, prime 1, 2, 3 strokes of the primer. Keys are in the ignition. Clear prop. Crank it over. Check the oil pressure. We do have oil pressure. Get the RPMs down below 1,000. Alright, that looks good. We'll lean the mixture for ground operations. Head down here, get the taxi light on. Close the window because it's a little bit noisy. Latch that. Head back here, get our transponder to standby. We'll get COM 1, COM 2 on. Normally I like to fly with live weather, but live weather is marginal VFR here today, so instead we are flying with a preset. So we'll get everything set up to our preset, including the altimeter. We'll check the compass and that the directional is set up to the compass. And while we're dialing in all of our frequencies, I'll open up before flight and take you through the flight brief. We have the LA Bravo to contend with. That's all of these blue lines here, which we need to remain clear of. We'll actually fly underneath it at some point. There are multiple Class Charlies, including Ontario, John Wayne, and Burbank itself, and multiple Class Deltas, such as El Monte. So we'll be flying from Burbank due east. We'll overfly the Rose Bowl, the Santa Anita Racetrack. Then we'll look for the Irwindale Speedway as our first turning point and waypoint. We'll turn southeast from there, head to Mount San Antonio College, and fly south. At this point, we're flying underneath the Bravo at 3,500 with a shelf of 7,000, so we're clear of it. We'll overfly the water treatment plant, which is a great VFR reporting point. Aim for Santa Ana Canyon, and then follow the road here and the pass to Prado Dam. From Prado Dam, we'll have the field in sight. If we look at Corona, it has right pattern traffic for runway 7, so either way we're going to end up on the south side of the field, and based on the current winds it'll probably be using runway 7, so we'll expect to enter a right downwind for runway 7 for Corona. Because we're departing from a Charlie, we have to contact clearance delivery and get a squawk code, and since we're getting a squawk code, we may as well pick up flight following, which I've already done, so we've got a squawk code of 2313 dialed in here. In the background, I've got liveetc.net streaming the actual ground and tower ATC from Burbank. Burbank ground, Cessna 565 Whiskey, Millionaire, ready to taxi with information Kilo.
Cessna 565 Whiskey, Burbank ground, taxi and hold short runway 15 via Bravo.
Taxi and hold short runway 15 via Bravo, Cessna 565 Whiskey. Alright, we'll release our parking brake. As we start to move forward, I'll test my brakes. Brakes work.
Number 4402 Burbank Tower, Roger. Go ahead and contact Whiteman Tower.
Whiteman just told me to contact you.
Roger, and you want to go Foothills through all the way down?
Affirmative, 402.
Number 402, Burbank Tower, Burbank altimeter 2997, approved. I have Fox clear for you momentarily.
402.
Fleet 16, are you going any further north?
16 affirmative. Can I get a frequency change to white?
Alright, we're going to pull up here and do our run up. So, check the flight controls: elevator up, down, rudder left, rudder right, right aileron down, left aileron down. Head down here, get the mixture into full rich, crack the throttle, bring the RPMs up to 1700. We'll do our mag check. Do mag left, got a good drop, we can hear it. We'll do mag right. Another good drop. Next we'll pull the carb heat out, and oh, this is why there are checklists. I was running with the carb heat out the entire time. So we'll put the carb heat in, and now pull the carb heat out to make sure that we get a drop with the carb heat. Burbank Tower, Cessna 565 Whiskey, holding short runway 15, ready for departure.
Cessna 565 Whiskey, Burbank Tower, winds 150 at 4, cleared for takeoff runway 15.
Cleared for takeoff runway 15, Cessna 565 Whiskey. Those voices you hear responding to me from ATC are play.ht AI voices, so I added those in post. They're actually not part of the sim experience for me. I have been, however, trying some of the AI voice options, including Say Intentions, which is currently in beta, which is great fun. So you can try that for free from their website for 24 hours. I encourage you to give it a shot. I'm really enjoying it. I've got a 1-month subscription to it now, and it's really cool being able to fly VFR, pick up flight falling, or they now have a beta version of IFR, so I've been trying some IFR flight plans in Say Intentions. I've been following Beyond ATC as well, which is getting near to launch. They're launching initially without traffic injection, and I think they are IFR only for their initial launch. They are not AI ATC like Say Intentions is, so Beyond ATC has scripted responses, but it does look really cool, and fundamentally I am just looking for ATC. So whichever one of those serves up the best experience for what I am looking for is probably the one that I'll go with. I will say that human ATC services like VATSIM and pilotage are awesome, but they are limited in coverage, and for VATSIM limited to when controllers are on. So I love AI ATC, which is your on-demand ATC pretty much anywhere, anytime.
Cessna 565 Whiskey, contact departure on 118.7.
Alright, we've got our departure handoff. We are on track, so let's sit back and enjoy that awesome flight simulator scenery. That was an awesome scenic flight, so I encourage you to fly this route because all the scenery and photogrammetry along the way is fantastic, and it is perfect for pilotage where you are flying based on landmarks and headings. That was a pretty floaty landing. I'm not quite sure why I floated so much, but it wasn't a bad touchdown. So I hope you enjoy realistic general aviation flying like this. If you do, be sure to click that like button, leave me a comment, and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks, as always, for flying along with me, and stay tuned for further flight adventures.